Hello everybody, and thank you for joining us here at the Canyon City for another virtual story time. We'd like to start our story times off with the welcome song, and it goes a little something like, welcome, welcome everyone, now you're here, let's have some fun. First we'll clap our hands just so, then we'll bend and touch our toes. Welcome, welcome everyone, now you're here, let's have some fun. Good job everybody. Parents, hopefully you're still enjoying our virtual story time. Just a quick reminder, we are hosting in-person story times Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so please stop in and see us here at the Canyon City Public Library. Brings us to our first book, Little Green Peas by Keith Baker. Published by Beach Lane Books. Little Green Peas, a big book of colors. Blue, blue boats, blue seas, blue flags, and little green peas. Red, red fences, red trees, red kites, and little green peas. Yellow, yellow buses and bumblebees, yellow sun and little green peas. Orange, orange balloons, orange umbrellas, orange bubbly drinks, and little green fellas. Green vines, green leaves, green sprouts, and baby green peas. Purple, purple mountains, purple skies, purple mittens, and little green peas. Silver, silver coins, silver keys, silver plates, and little green peas. White, black, white stars, black skies. Look, what's that? Little green guys. And outer space. Little Green Peas, a big book of colors. It's a cute story there.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Lindy. Today I'm going to be reading you Swatch, The Girl Who Loved Color. Written and illustrated by Julia Dinos and published by Balzer and Bray in imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Swatch, The Girl Who Loved Color. In a place where colors ran wild, there lived a girl who was wilder still. Her name was Swatch, and she was a color tamer. She was small, but she was not afraid. She could run with the wildest shades, train them to dance, and do magic. With a little patience, she learned to hunt the rare ones. Bravest Green shot up the first week of March. In Between Gray lived on her kitten's leg. Rumble Tumble Pink rolled through the sky on the heels of outgoing thunderstorms. When she called them by name, they would come to her, because Swatch loved color, and color loved Swatch back. Aww. Swatch had never thought of capturing a color until the day she lured Just Laid Blue straight from its nest and into a jam jar. "Stay," Swatch said, and the color stayed. How beautiful it looked behind glass. "You could use a friend," she said to Blue. So she caught one more, then another, and another. Soon Swatch's room was full to bursting. The colors circled restless in their jars. They were magnificent, but there was still one color left to catch. Morning came, and there it was, fast fading and fierce, the king of all yellows, blooming in the sidewalk crack in spite of the shadows. Swatch was ready. At last, yellowest yellow would be hers. Suddenly, she heard a small sound. Said yellowest yellow. "What are you doing?" Swatch had never asked if a color wanted taming. "Yellowest yellow," she asked politely, "would you like to climb into this jar? You could sit on a shelf right next to blue. You could make green together all day long if you wanted. I'll poke holes in the top and I'll feed you dinner." But yellow, knowing that that was no way to live, said, "No thank you." And Swatch, who could have scooped it up anyway, said, "Okay." Given that small but kindly allowance, it grew and yawned and stretched and twirled. It bloomed and whirled and leaked and swirled, spreading, billowing, twisting, up, up, up. It sprouted ears and pointy teeth. It was as big as a house. Roar, went yellowest yellow. Swatch felt small. Her jar seemed silly. She had forgotten colors were wild, so she shut her eyes and prepared to be eaten. Oh man. Then Swatch heard something sweet and warbling, like a fleet of canaries. She smelled something warm and buttery, like breakfast. Then something swished against her knee, purring and soft, and just like home. So she opened her eyes. She reached out her hand, and stretching from her tiptoes, she found she could indeed touch yellow. "Hold on," Yellow said, and it pulled her up. Up, up, high up over the rooftops. She called her colors by name, and they came to her. And there's them coming. Look at all the pretty colors. Together, they made a masterpiece. Swatch, the girl who loved color.
Sing another song there we've been using during our story times, the hand washing song, sung to the tune of Frere Jacques. It goes, tops and bottoms, in between, rub them all together, nice and clean, tops and bottoms, in between, scrub them all together, nice and clean. Good job, everyone. Hopefully parents are still singing along. Your voice is the first thing that when your child comes to know and brings comfort. So the more we participate, the more enjoyable our virtual story times will be. Brings us to our next book, Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes. This is one of my favorite stories. Written by Eric Litwin. Art by James Dean. Published by HarperCollins. Pete the Cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. Pete loved his white shoes so much, he sang this song. I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of strawberries. What color did that turn his shoes? Red! Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Everything is cool. I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of blueberries. What color did that turn his shoes? Blue! Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Awesome. I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes, I love my blue shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large puddle of mud. What color did that turn his shoes? Brown. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Groovy. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. Oh no, Pete stepped in a bucket of water. And all of the brown, and all of the blue, and all of the red were washed away. What color were his shoes again? White! But now they were wet. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song, rock and roll. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. Squeak, squeak, squeak. The moral of the story is, no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song. Because it's all good. Pete the Cat, I love my white shoes. One of the many great stories in the Cat selection. So please stop in, guys, and pick up your favorite. Thank you for joining us for another virtual story time. Hopefully to see you in person. So stop on in and see us, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.